David Cooper from Whitley Bay Organs and ePianos, and I'm pleased to be back with you with Organs Live. And today I've got a really lovely organ to show you. It's called the Roland AT80-SL. That's the number 80 in the middle, AT80-SL. It's one of a big range of organs from Roland, and the AT80SL was the third of sort of three that were available. It was the AT80R, which had a very small LED screen. Then you went to the AT80S, which had a bigger touch screen, and then the SL gave you more choices on the screen. It was a bit easier to use and some more up-to-date sound. So this is the SL, or sometimes it's called the S Luxury, which is what it says on the panel on the front of the organ. Perhaps we can have a look at the main screen, Charlie, and see the look of the instrument. Bing! There we go. So this is the Roland. We've got a big screen here. On the right hand side we've got all our sections for the upper keyboard. You've actually got five really. You've got the organ section, the symphonic section, orchestral, and then solo, which are mono instruments. On the left hand side we've got orchestral, symphonic and organ, but additionally to that we've got the online sort of, not online, on-screen drawbars that we can make our own sounds with. So if we look at the screen very close up, we've got a lot of choices here. We've got the main controls, we've got the rhythm, speed and all those things, but we've also got the sounds if we want to go in and see what the whole picture of what's set up is on there. We've also got the rhythm section so we can see the choices for each of the selection buttons. We've got the registrations. There's loads of what are called quick registrations in here, and then we've got record and play facilities, changing things within the system, and the quick guide, which is like a little book built into the screen that gives you help in understanding it. Now, two other buttons on here we've got is Music Assist, and this is a list of literally loads and loads of songs that we can go into to give us a full setting. And we've also got another button on here which is digital drawbars, and these are the drawbars like you'd have on a Hammond organ, and we can just literally just drag them down. There we go. And there's a great facility on this on the organ as well, where if the screen doesn't seem to pick your finger up wherever you press it, you can go into the system and utility and do what's called a touch screen calibration. Okay, and then we touch the dots in the corner, and that just makes sure that it's looking at the finger in the right place when we touch it. So it just needs doing occasionally, but that's the touch screen we've got on here. So let's go through some of the sounds. We've got a lot of pistons. I don't think they show up on your picture because they're all under this keyboard here, but there's 12 different pistons that we can select from, and there are lots of different choices for these pistons. So number one sound, beautiful organ. So a really beautiful first sound of the pistons. That's just the first organ sound, and they call it full organ. Now then, we've got the questions. You can ask us questions. If you want to hear a certain sound played, a certain voice, a certain style, do message me. You've got the little bit on the right hand side at the bottom. You can type in a question, and I'm going to check them regularly on the iPad here and see. So let's see what we've got so far. Let's have a look. Thanks for the link, Dennis Nobles from Newcastle. Hi Dennis, you're joining us, I see. And Paddy McNally, hi Paddy, nice to have you with us today from Bangor in Northern Ireland. Looking forward to another enjoyable demo. Well, I'll do my best. Okay, how else have we got here? Linda Fisher, hi Linda. Oh, where's she gone? Linda from Snettisham in Norfolk. Oh, I bet you're wet today, yes. And Trevor Bunce, hi Trevor, hope the speakers are going well. Nice to hear from you. Okay, so we've got how many keys does it have? Well, that's an interesting one, Trevor. Thanks for that question. The lower keyboard has actually got 6 1/4 octaves, so we've got only 1 octave shorter than a real piano, so we can play it just like a piano. If we go to a lower piano voice, let's just put that on at the moment. We've got a piano here, and I'll take off the upper split, and we've now got a full piano. And we've got lots of pianos to choose from. That's just the first one that I've come to, and we've got a bit of Leslie we don't want there. So you can have a lower voice all the way up the bottom keyboard, but we can also do a split, and this is something that a lot of the keyboards, organs are doing now. The lower keyboard has an option to have the top section used for a second upper sound or a solo voice. So what we can do in the upper section up here, we've got a button that says to lower. So if I've got, say, there's a really nice violin on here, and I go to lower, that means that the top area of this lower keyboard becomes my solo instrument. But I've still got my piano. So I can just play it as a single keyboard at the bottom. So we can use it as just a bottom keyboard, have it all as a piano, have one of those solo instruments cutting in at the top there, and then we've got a choice between the two while we're playing. So that's a very useful feature. But that's the solo instruments only that can go up there, and they are all mono, so you can only play one note at a time on those sounds. Okay, I just saw another one there from Martin Whitehead. Thanks, Martin, that's nice of you to join us. And Tyler Collins, hello, I'm all the way in Cumbria. Oh, that's a nice area. Okay, and good afternoon from Mark Pringlesleaf. Good afternoon from Birmingham. Oh, we got you from all over the country, that's great. Okay, and Ken's just put from Wilmslow, I once bought this model from you, David, and it was one of the best organs I've owned. Great quality and sound and voices. And also Furness District, Tyler Collins. Okay, so it is a great organ. The top of this range is the AT80 and the AT900, and this has so many of the sort of traits and facilities that you get on that top of the range organ. But it's very affordable, it's the middle of the range, it's going to give you the touch screen, which makes it more modern, loads and loads of presets. The one thing that I've found, which I think we all love these days, is having the facility just to press one button and get one quick sound, and that's one of the benefits of this Atelier AT80SL or S Luxury, is that it's got lots and lots of presets, and that's what I'm going to show you today. A lot of the presets that are just easy just to go straight into and use, and that includes the rhythm section. The rhythm section is very advanced. Now, Roland are a very big electronics company that do musical instruments for guitar, effects from amplifiers, they do accordions, they do church organs, they do the whole range, and the organ series that they made were very, very up to date and very, very good facilities. So let's show you some more things. We've got this row down here of these 12 presets. I've done the nice soft organ. Let's go number 2. Let's see what number 2 is. Jazz. Okay, number 3. Let's see. Number 3 is organ harp, they call it. Nice sound there. Number 4 is another theatre sound. Really big theatre organ sound, great sounds. And there's an oboe, solo oboe coming now. No, it's not, it's a piano. The solo oboe is at the top of the lower keyboard. So when we've got one of these presets, we can look at the top keyboard, and very often there'll be a second sound that we can bring in at the top of the lower keyboard, just to give us an alternative. So maybe when we go to the chorus or when we go to the second verse, we can go and use that. Let's try number 6 then. We've got a piano with strings this time. So again, really, really good, full, big sounds. Number 7, I've got strings. Huge sounds. Okay, number 8, we've got the choir sound, really nice choirs. Okay, so another big sound then. Let's go and see if any of you have any questions at the moment, and we go to get to Andy Long. Hi Andy, how are you getting on? All right? Nice of you to join us. Robert Jones. Hi Robert, good afternoon, watching from Bedford. Can you alter the octave you are playing without going into the menu? You can opt to transpose just here. Let's have a look for octave then. You've caught me out on that one. Octave, octave, octave. I think you probably do need to go into a menu. Let's just have a quick look and just see system. It's not in that one. I'm not prepared for the question, but let's just have a quick look if there's anything really obvious. Organ, sustain, lower, effects, band. You would have to go into it, but I'm certain there is a way that you can adjust it. Sound and keyboard, controller. Might have to come back to you on this one. Split point, split point. I'm certain there is. I'll come back to you, okay? Okay, on that one. Let me find out for you. When was this released? Looks fairly modern. It is quite modern. Off the top of my head, I think it's something like 2008. It was the last of the Roland AT80 series. I believe it was 2008. I might be able to get someone to check on that from the early YouTube videos. While we're doing the video, maybe someone can tell us after the break. I'll see if I can find out for you. Okay, we'll go through a few more of the registrations here. So number 9, we've got trombone on the top in a nice big Glenn Miller sound. Okay, number 10 is church organ. Now the organ sounds on this are phenomenal. The richness, if I just play the pedal, it's such a big, rich sound. The lower keyboard. Now something else that I particularly like about this is the amount of ambience. I don't know how much your headphones you're using or what you're listening through, but if I just play a chord and let go immediately, it's a really big, long echo, just like you might find in a cathedral or a church if you played an organ. So if I just play one chord, and it just carries on ringing on the upper keyboard. I think on this particular sound it's almost too much to play a chord with my left hand. If I play a left hand chord, it's such a rich sound. So maybe I have to play both hands at the bottom to be able to hear my melody. And there's nothing to stop us putting our upper keyboard, both hands up there. So, echo still carrying on. Number 11, let's see what that is. A lot of these organs give us this sort of chime sound. I've not really found a good way to use it. We've got an organ at the bottom, so we could just play. Okay, and then number 12. That's a nice sound, isn't it? Really nice sound. Okay. Let's go on to the last one. Oh, that was the last one in the section. So all the organy sort of sounds and the orchestral sounds, and they're just the ones that it defaults to when you do a factory reset and get all the things that would have been it from new. So that's the batch of 12, and there's some really good settings which I've not really made any effort to go into. I've just pressed a button and it fills me with brilliant voices. So that's a good selection of sounds that are built in. Now on the screen here we've got lots more things we can go into, and I think what I'll do, I'm going to go into, there's a facility called where are we? Music Assistant, just on the screen here. And when I go into it, we've got this big long list of songs, and we look, I've chosen some songs, but it took me so long to pick some out from the A's and the B's because there were so many. I've only got about 6 to show you from the A's and the B section because there are just such a big choice of choices of songs. It's a bit like the music finder on a Tyros or a Genos. You've got this list and you can just pick it in. Some of them are slightly twisted words because they're perhaps copyrighted and they're not allowed to put the whole title of the song. But the Music Assistant is a very good way. You might find a book with a song you want to play, look through the alphabetical list and see if it's one of the ones in the list, or it might be you want to look for the list and then go the other way and look for the books that you've got and see if you can find the actual music. But they're good settings. So if we go into the first one, I've got down one called Aloha Hawaii, and if we go into there, Aloha Hawaii, all I'm going to do is I'm going to choose one of 4 flashing buttons. You probably can't see, but there's 4 options under the keyboard here, 1, 2, 3 and 4, the first 4 pistons, and they are going to give me 4 choices of what I might want to sound like, whether I want to sound in a particular voice. So I've gone to number 1. The rhythm is ready to start, so I get an introduction, and whatever chord I play, the intro will follow my chord. So I'm going to play a lower O in the key of C, so I'm just going to play a C chord. Number 2 sounds. Number 3. That's a lower row, that works out very well, doesn't it? Let's go on to the next one. I've got American Patrol is on the next page, top of the next page. And again, I'm just going to choose the first one, play a chord, and we'll get the lovely intro. So another really good sound there, that's American Patrol. And I'll show you a couple more. We've got, there's a good one from American Pie in here. They call it a special American Apple Pie, just to keep you away from the real title. But let's just try it. I'm not very good at this song, but I like the backing. There's the introduction. So another good sound there, that's American Pie, that's ideal. Next one is Autumn Leaves. It's really a very beautiful one, autumn leaf they call it. And again, I'll choose the first one, play the first chord for the intro. That's really beautiful, isn't it? So that's Autumn Leaves. I actually played that at one of my customers' funerals and brings some lovely memories back. But it's a really great track and one worth trying to learn. Really nice one. Okay, another one here is Beer Barrel Polka. And that was for Con Craven, the one I just played. Okay, so beer barrel polka. Really good fun. Ah! And the ending. Beer barrel polka. I have to learn that one properly. Okay, let's have any of you put any messages for me, thank you. Hello from the US, from Tom Laval. Nice to have you with us again, Tom. That's great. And Mark, 2004 was released. Thank you. So was that definitely the SL or the S or the R? Because there were 3 really similar ones, but the latest one that I've got is the S Luxury, and that's got some extra facilities. Okay, let's have a look. Please support us by us, okay? Max Green, are spares available, the model? Well, we've got spares. We keep an arsenal of spares for all the organs that we sell. We've got the legacy of Whitley Bay Organs, which Edna Halliday set up, which Jamie Halliday, her son, still works very closely with us, and he is a big hoarder of spares. So anything at all that we have any issues with, we can replace the spares or replace the organ for you, and the warranty is all there. So yeah, no problem at all. No problem at all getting them replaced or repaired for you. We had a look at one on the website, and there is one for sale. Yes, we've got this model. We've also got the S and the R. Now the R has the small screen. The S has the touch screen, but the SL has a better choice on the screen of more sounds at once, more songs, and better sound quality. I can somehow manage myself on stage playing Vera Lynn classics on this organ. Perfect sound for the high time musicals. Yeah, that's very true. It is a perfect sound. It's a really good full sound, and that's the thing that Roland have made with this. It's got really rich sounds, and the speakers are good on it. There's a big full range, even 2 speakers on the panel, one each side of the button. So you've got the choice to get the sound coming out the top as well as the bottom, and that just gives that overall full sound. Okay, we'll go to some more of these. We've got all these songs in here. You can see now there's just loads. I'll just do one more. We've got Besame More, which will be Besame Mucho, and I'll play my first chord again. It's set for, I think, 3 or 1 finger chords. I'm playing 3 finger chords, but it can play on the easy 1 note chords if you wanted to. I'll play my first chord, D minor. I love that trumpet sound. It's just fab, isn't it? Now, not always you're going to get that upper sound. I went to use it, but the chords were set for the whole keyboard, so you can't always rely on one being put up there, but you can put your own there and choose it. And if you want to, you can make your own settings and store these into these 12 buttons of your own favourite settings and registrations that you've made or tweaked from the ones that are in there. Okay, so we've got the sounds that we've got from the song titles. There is one other thing I meant to show you, and I'll just show you on one more. When we're playing a rhythm, we can have a choice of whether the count in or the countdown comes in. It's a button on the panel just here, and what it will do is it will give you this loud, annoying voice of a lady telling you that you've got the 4 beats just before the song's going to start. So I'm going to do that same song again. I'm not going to play it right the way through, but I'm just going to put the intro on, and I'm going to put the countdown on. And you'll listen now. When it starts, you'll hear her go 1, 2, 3, 4, which is always useful. So you never know quite when the intro is going to finish and when to start playing. So it's quite useful, but it is a bit annoying on this one. I'm not sure whether you can change the voice of the person. And I'm sorry if you were the person that was recorded doing the talking. Let's put the intro on and just see what it sounds like. And it counts you in. I'll do it on a different one. Let's just go to a movie march, and we'll put it on again with an intro, and we'll play the first chord. Listen to her count you in. So it counts you in, and it gives you a little bit of help knowing when the intro's going to finish. Because sometimes the intro sort of moves the chords around when you're playing, and you don't want to start playing while it's still playing, because it will affect the sound of the accompaniment if your chords are changing the ones that the little sequence is going to give you. Okay, we're just going to go over a quick break now. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, so I've just seen a couple of messages to say it is a 2004. Don't be put off on that. We sell lots of organs down to the 1990s, and they're still going strong. We still have the spares, and they're phenomenal sounds. What you've got to remember is these technology companies brought out some amazing technology. The one thing that you'll kind of date it by, I suppose, it's got a disk drive, a floppy disk drive. But the principle of an organ like this is that it was aimed for people who want lots of things done for them. You don't really need to bring in or save your own registrations or songs in that many cases. A lot of people just want to play from within the instrument, and the disk drive is probably something that is used very little. A lot of our customers, talk about the discs and things, but they don't really use them because all the sounds are built into the instrument. So yes, we can provide some discs. When we sell an organ like this, we'll give you a selection of half a dozen discs to use with it, but the sounds, there's so many in here from so many different sections of the instrument, you probably won't want to go too far into elsewhere. There's enough inside it. Okay, so just to finish off, so that's a 2004 Terence Parker. Hi there, thanks for joining us. And Mark has put, to lower or raise the octaves, I think I have the right organ. Touch sound keyboard on the main screen. Let's have a quick look then. So thank you, sound keyboard, and upper, lower or pedals. So when we touch upper, that's it. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Mark. That's great. So yes, you can go and you can change the octave in all of the different sections. If you can see the screen here, we've got the upper sound. We can octave shift. We can go 3 octaves up and 3 octaves down. That's quite a lot, isn't it? the magic of this you chat to me and I'll chat back to you is amazing. So thank you very much to Mark there, Mark Pringlesleaf, and for showing us that. It's great what you can Google these days, isn't it? Okay, I'll show you some more facilities on it. This is a great instrument. I'm really enjoying playing this, but I think the thing about it is the sounds are all very rich, very full, and they kind of make you feel good when you're playing, and that's what playing the organ is all about, enjoying it. We're not experts or professionals, we're amateurs. We just enjoy showing you what we've got, and this is a great way to do that for us. Okay, so I've got another thing to show you now. We've gone through the music assistant. Let's go now to some of the styles that are in it, which are really, really good. We'll go into the styles. I've got the style section on the far left of the instrument here, and we've got one called Big Band, and there's 5 pages of 8 on each page. So we've got, it's 40. Let's check the last page has only got 3, so we've got 35 different big band rhythms, and then each one has all the variations that we can go into. So on the left-hand side panel here, if we look at the main panel, we've got basic, advanced 1, advanced 2, and full, and that will just give us a little bit of elaborate backing that we can play along with. We've got also on the back onto the panel, sorry Charlie, we've got 2 buttons which show us to variation and to the original. So the backings have all got 2 different sort of backings as well as how elaborate they are, and these give us fill-in. So if I was to go for, I'll go to the one I'm just about to show you, which is loose big band, okay? And I'll just do you an introduction first without the countdown this time. Here's the intro. Introduction on this. Let's go just to the basic backing first then, and let's listen to that. Walking bass, advanced number 1, more drums, number 2, more strumming, and then the full sound. And then the variation. So really, really big full sounds in the rhythm section. Let's just try this loose big band, and we'll try it with, I'll try again with Misty. I'm not very good at the middle 8, but we'll have a go. Okay, so let's leave it on full for the backing, I think, and we'll go into an introduction. That's a great rhythm. That's a loose big band, a really good full big band rhythm, and it's still going as well. Okay, another one here is Choo Choo. So let's go into the same category, and we'll go into one called Choo Choo Swing, which is probably going to be what's the song called? Chattanooga Choo Choo. Okay, let's put it on intro, start. I'm going to put the count in just so I know when to come in, because there's so many trains in this one. Here we go. It's good fun, isn't it? There's lots of stuff in that rhythm section to really make you excited about what you're playing. So that's the big thing. This is a great way to while away for your hours, and it's really good fun and enjoyable, and you're making music, which is what it's all about. So a really nice way to spend some time while away an evening. And this is the Roland AT80-SL. Okay, excuse me. So let's just go into another section now. We've gone into the rhythms, and they've all got to give you lots of setups for different songs. And if we go now to another section, we've got registration. Now, registration is more based for people who don't want to use, or necessarily aren't relying on the rhythm section for their playability. They're using it for getting the sound. You can add a rhythm to it, but it's going to give you a really nice full sound. So if we go to the screen for a minute, we've got this category button, and we can see we've got 11 different categories, from big band, theatre, classical. So we'll go through a few of these and just give you some ideas of the sound that it will give you. So classical is the first one I'm going to go into, and it's going to give me things like Baroque organ, we can go to classical choir, one of my favourite voices in this whole instrument is a lady soprano singing, and we've got a couple of places where it kind of crops up. One of them is this Ave Maria, which I don't really play very well, but I'll give you an idea of how it sounds. Just so you can hear the voice, because it's such an amazing sound. So really big full sound. So that's the Ave Maria sound, which is wonderful in the classical section. We've got string orchestra. We've got concertos. Big orchestra. Brass ensemble. The woodwinds. So this is just the first section. This is the classical section. If I go on to the next one, it's jazz, and we've got things like George, the George Shearer. Breathy sax is beautiful. We've got Moonlight. This is going to be the Glenn Miller Moonlight Serenade sound. Now, it adds a rhythm sometimes to this. So when I played that Moonlight button, it automatically brought in Synchro Star, ready to play Moonlight Serenade. Let's try it out. Really, really big sound. There's another one here, Sentimental, with the Don Lusher, I'm Getting Sentimental Over You. Another one is the Licorice Stick, that would be the Acapulco sound. So I'm only touching the surface, but we've got loads and loads of sounds that are made up just to start playing and use, and they're really good sounds. I think the quality of them is excellent, and the fullness is really good too. Let's go into, what else have I got to show you on this section? There's a few I put down. Theatre organ is fantastic. Go to the theatre organ section. We've got 2 pages, so let's just try them out. Tibias. Two. Tibia vox. And they keep going through. That's a nice one. And again, they come with all the ambience. Let's go a bit further. Lyrical theatre. Theatre. So really, really good things in that section, and that's the theatre organ section. Then I'm going to go to another one, and I'm going to go to movie and show. We've got memories, that'll be memories from Cats, I expect. So loads of good full settings. And now we're just going to go to some of the voices, because there are some really good voices I want to show you before we finish. If we come out of the sections and we've gone into all these different made up settings that I've just jumped into. I haven't set anything up in advance for this. All I've done is written a few notes on a piece of paper, but essentially we want to show you what is easy just to find, set up yourself. If we go into the panel again, Charlie, can I just show the main panel? So we've got this whole set of instrument sounds here, and the way that we turn them on or off is to literally go into the section and turn off the light. So we've got these 4 upper sections. At the moment there's only one light, which is this one, the oboe. I can turn it off, and then there's nothing playing on the top keyboard now. So if I want to try the organ sounds, we've got theatre straight away. Jazz. And we've got full sounds, just beautiful. And then we've got another one. And we can put the Leslie on to fast, or slow, or off. And then we've got theatre sounds in here. But at the bottom corner we've got one called Other. And this Other button is in every section. It's in the solo, the orchestral, the upper symphonic, and the upper organ. And what that does is it gives us an option to have a second sound for each of the buttons. So if we go into the theatre sound, we can go into Other, and we could choose another voice that we want to use it with. So if I go into, let's have a look, if I just put in, just to show you how it works, I'll put in a piano sound, and I'll lock it in. and now we've got other, okay? And we can have a different sound in each button as well. We've got variations, so if I go to my jazz organ, I've got this one, or turn it off. So we've got lots of different voices that are in the instrument additional to the ones that you just see on the panel. If we go to the other button again, let's go, we've got pianos, we've got woodwind, we've got strings, the voices, some more human voices that I love in this section. So let's quickly show you that. We've got things like jazz scat, dream choir. But if we go a little bit further on, we've got jazz do, jazz doot, and then a bit further on we've got jazz dardat, bap, downfall, and then a bit further on we've got more classical ones. We've got the sopranos and some more of those lovely lady voice singers and tenor voices too. So soprano number 1 on here. Soprano 2 is what's called an EX voice. It's their next level of the later voices. So soprano 2. Now this reminds me of, I don't know, a lot of you will know Glyn Madden, who's a previous Yamaha demonstrator, and the organs were in the 80s and the 90s, and he was the first person in the early 80s I saw demonstrating Yamaha organs, and he did a song which was Once Upon a Time in the West, and he used this whistle sound at the beginning, but I think it works really well with this singer as well, and he was one of my sort of childhood guru organ players that I would see and be sort of very overwhelmed with his playing ability and the way that he used all the sounds, and this has got a great sound for that Once Upon a Time in the West. Good vocal sound there. That one's for you, Glyn. Okay, tenor singer. And you could have a tenor with a soprano. That would work really well for, is it Lakme, the British Airways advert? To learn that one, but a really good setting. Okay, boys' choirs are here, and I'm going to show you one more, which is the kids' choir. They've got, and it really sounds like a load of children's singing. Really big full sound. Okay, I'm just going to check the messages. We're running out of time now. Last messages to look at. Very impressed with the organ, touchscreen, an amazing range of voices. I bet this was ahead of its time when it was. I think it was, Mark. Yeah, I think it really was. I still think of it as one of the sort of the better organs that we sell. It's got the facilities, but it's not highly priced. It's a really good instrument to play and not too unaffordable. Big range of octaves. It certainly is, Mark. Yeah, it is. Just arrived and caught the end of part 1. That's Terence Parker. Well, you can come and watch it afterwards. It will be available to watch afterwards. And what we say, you know, we do lots and lots of videos. If there's a video you'd like to see of a specific organ or a specific facility, we send videos out all the time to our customers, just short snippets of things that you might want to see before you buy an organ. So we're regularly making little short videos of a particular model, particular feature, just to show something works on a certain organ. So if there are videos that you'd like us to do for you, do let us know and we'll try and accommodate you. The organ thing that we're doing like this today, we're going to do every month, so we'll be able to get another organ next month. If there's a certain one you want to see, I can try and get that one in here for next time. We're grateful for you watching us. We hope that what we're doing is giving you some good information and some good tips for playing as well. We've got a little thumbs up at the bottom of the screen. If you're able to just click on that, that does help other people to find our videos, because Google's put us up the rankings of YouTube to let other people who watch organ videos see that. So a little thumbs up, if you can press it, we'd be really grateful. And we'd like to say that, you know, we do part exchange. If you want to upgrade your organ to one of these, then great, let us know and we can work out a really good allowance for you. We take part exchanges in all the time. We've got over 100 organs in stock, and we regularly swap them over with other people's instruments and part exchange them. We deliver them, we set them up. Jamie Halliday will come out and put it in your home in the right place. Some of them split if you've got an awkward room or an awkward set of stairs, and we're very careful with them, and we include a bench and all the registrations for you as well. So do get in touch if you want some more advice or any help on organs. I'll just check the last of the messages. Please, love the vibrato in the solo voices. Yeah, it's amazing. It's really big vibrato, isn't it, Terence? Yes. And the opera voices. I've not heard any of these types of voices in the modern day organ. I think they were ahead of the time. I really do. And that's where you'll find these sounds. There's not even sounds like that on like a Tyros or a Genos in quite that elaborate sort of singing sound. It's a real specialist sound, and this model has it because it's the S Luxury. Okay, well, thanks for joining us today. Do keep sending messages over to us and emails. Go to our website, ePianos. There's a section now at the top of the page on ePianos. You've got a section called Support, and that's got our videos on there. And there are literally hundreds of videos on keyboards and organs that are all free to watch, and they give you an insight into some of the models that we sell. So have a good afternoon. I'll play you off with some, I think we'll use the theatre sound because I particularly like that theatre sound. So we'll go into the registration area, and we'll go into quick registrations, and we'll go into theatre organ, and let's pick one of those. Nice to see you all. Catch you again soon. Take care. Thank you.